G'day from beautiful Sydney, Australia, and welcome to another episode of Stumpy's Cards. And today we've got another big mail day, so exciting episode here. Got some really big PC cards, especially I think there's 2 or 3 that are like, really big cards. So if you like Steven Adams and Josh Giddey, you definitely want to stick around for this video. So yeah, I got a few parcels here, so we'll get into the first one. And so just a little hobby box here. And this is 2024-25 Prism International. And picked this up for I think around, was it 340 Australian dollars? Which is just over probably 200 US dollars. And I'd say this is one of the most loaded products of the year, with between, I think, anywhere from 6 to 8 numbered cards per box, numbered from 125 or less. So I'll be opening that on the video on the channel. So stay tuned, I should say. So yeah, that should be a fun little rip. So I figured I'd give that a go. So I got a few parcels here before we get into the main big one. So this is another Ship My Cards parcel, which is a service I use to buy cards from the USA and consolidate them all together and ship them back in one go. So here's a couple more eBay purchases. So I'll get the first one. So this one came originally through Card Hobby. I don't have an account with Card Hobby, but I was browsing that. And yeah, one of my friends, Alan Marsden, or Card Cupid on Instagram, you might have seen him. He's got awesome PCs of Dyson Daniels and also a few Josh Giddey cards. So yeah, I messaged him, asked him to put a bid on this one. And yeah, he was able to win this at a nice little price. So this is Steven Adams Court Kings. I think that's like a portraits. Yeah, portraits there. And this is the blue, numbered out of 75. So yeah, Steven Adams like numbered cards are getting harder and harder to get hold of. And I haven't actually seen this one come up for sale on eBay in the last 3 years. So yeah, pretty stoked to get that one. Really cool card. Really like these Court Kings cards, especially these older ones, which is, I don't think that's actual photo, I think that's a drawing, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so pretty stoked on that to add to my Steven Adams PC. And another parcel here, and this is from eBay, which I got shipped direct from China. Man, that's some awesome packaging right there. Wow. So they didn't hold back. Yeah, so this is how you pack cards. Look at that hard cardboard backing. I don't know what this is. Just looks like a bunch of Pokemon and soccer cards. Okay, here we go. Surprise, surprise, Josh Giddey. And this is Panini Contenders, Rookie of the Year, Cracked Ice. And I'll see if I can find the number in somewhere on there. So that's number 6 out of 25. So yeah, these Contenders cards, I haven't really got many numbered cards of them. They don't come up that often, so I don't know how common they are. And if that's from retail as well, I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's a nice card. Another Josh Giddey for the PC, low numbered. And yeah, in the last few months, his prices have doubled or even tripled. So I'm actually cutting back on my Josh Giddey purchases at the moment and just focusing on shipping back all the cards that I have in the USA. Yeah, because I can't really afford to keep buying him at the prices they are. So that one I would have got for around, I think, 15 or 18 US dollars. So not a bad little buy there. So let's get the main. I'll pull all these out at once. Probably spoiled a few there, but nice big stack. So yeah, as I was saying, these have all been sitting over in the USA via Ship My Cards, and I've been bringing them back bit by bit. So let's get into the first packet here. So there we have Josh Giddey NBA Hoops, and that's the anniversary edition. It's almost like not a kaboom style, but explosion. That one's not numbered, but it is not that common. Basically, I've been chasing that card for a long time, and I finally got one at a decent price. So yeah, for the rainbow of my NBA Hoops for Josh Giddey. Now here's a nice Steven Adams. And this is from Panini Signatures, a rookie card. That's numbered 19 out of 35. And you might see here, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see behind, but that's actually a piece of like a film or a photo. It's not actually, it's like taken from an exposure. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, another low numbered Steven Adams rookie to add to the PC. Yeah, you can see it goes all the way through there, I think. Wonder if I can see my finger on the other side. Yeah, you can see right through it. So that, yeah, it's a pretty cool card there. Another Steven Adams. I might just separate the Adams and the Giddeys. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. I don't think that's anything special. That's the Illusions, Josh Giddey. I'm not sure if that's like an Asia parallel or something. I just got that for $1 or $2, but yeah, figured I'd pick that one up for another little mini rainbow. I've got like so many Josh Giddey rainbows on the go. And this, so yeah, that one I brought by accident. I thought it was another card, so I'm not going to dwell on that. That's just like a second year purple winter hoops. I thought it was a different card. You'll see which one it is probably coming up on this. So that's just a cheap Brandon Miller Instant Impact Silver. I was going to collect that set, but I kind of couldn't be bothered in the end. Okay, so this is a purple Josh Giddey out of 9 out of 25. I think this is, yeah, Father's Day. So I have a little bit of a rainbow of that one as well. So basically, yeah, any Giddey rookies numbered cards that I can pick up, especially for cheap, I'm all over that. So it's not too bad a pickup. And this is a nice purple Pulsar. And this is Josh Giddey Optic rookie card. So that one won't be numbered, but that was one I didn't have. I've started collecting the rainbow on that. But yeah, not a super valuable card, but it looks really cool. And I really do like the Optic rookie cards from this year, with the sort of photo studio images. And then they're just clean cards with the clear backgrounds and everything like that. So they're some of my favourite rookie cards from Giddey's rookie year. And here's another Giddey. I'm not sure if this is numbered. I think I just picked that up maybe for the rainbow. I think that's just like an orange. It's not numbered, but that's an Illusions there. Nothing too crazy. But believe me, there's some decent cards in here. So, okay, here's a Panini Contenders rookie ticket. Another Josh Giddey. And that is numbered 10 out of 49. So yeah, another nice numbered card there. Probably got that for around $10 US at the time, so that was a nice pickup. So yeah, with most of my Giddeys now, I'm mostly just chasing numbered cards, to be honest, and lower numbered cards where possible. And this is a Contenders, and that's out of 75, 9 out of 75. And the 75th anniversary there, so that's a cool looking card. Again, not crazy valuable, but I think, you know, these chrome cards, foil cards in the contenders look really nice. Is it contenders? Chronicles, I should say, not contenders. Speaking of Chronicles, here is another out of 75 classic. And I think the classic was actually retail. So the retail Chronicles cards, numbered cards, are way harder to get than the hobby cards. So yeah, little card there. So what I actually did with contenders, instead of doing rainbows, you know, there's so many different contenders. Chronicles, I keep saying contenders, Chronicles cards, you know, like 10 or 12 different sets and then different variations. Instead of getting, you know, all the rainbows, I just tried to get one numbered card of each set. And then if there were like lower numbered ones, I'd grab those as well. They're generally pretty cheap, you know, $4 or $5 each, sort of thing. Got a lot of cards here, haven't I? Okay, another Giddey, and this is a Donruss Red Laser, and that's numbered 26 out of 99. So yeah, Donruss is another rainbow that I'm chasing. So another cool card to add to this. Now, this one is a contenders. Finally got it right. Uniformity, blue cracked dice. Cool looking card. And that's numbered 61 out of 75. So I try not to get too, like, I try to focus more on his standard rookies and not the inserts. But, you know, if there's a numbered insert at a nice price, then I'll pick it up. But I tend to more chase, yeah, his base rookie cards. And this is this is an example of why I like the Optic rookie cards from this year. Just with the silver backing, they just look really clean. A nice studio photo. You know, some people don't like these studio or draft photos, but I really like them for rookies, because it's probably the only time that they're going to be, you know, a photo like this that's not an action photo. And I especially like the draft ones with like a baseball cap or something like that, but not many sets do those. But yeah, these really pop. They're really good looking cards. Okay, and this might have been the one I was referring to that I thought I brought before. So this doesn't look anything crazy. Josh Giddey Hoops Rookie, Winter Edition. And this is the purple. And this is the only one I've ever seen on eBay. There might have been more since. I didn't even know it existed until I stumbled across it. And I maybe paid a little bit more than what I should have. But I'm not sure if the purple is a case hit. Maybe someone can let me know. But yeah, that's from the Winter Hoops there. So that's for my NBA Hoops rainbow. It's not numbered or anything like that. Okay, we'll get the next. Okay. And here's a nice Giddey Spectra. Just get that off quickly. Oh, crazy. I've never seen a top loader with plastic sealing before. Is it on the front as well? Oh, it is. Well, that's cool. To stop scratches and stuff. So yeah, this is Spectra. I'm not sure which, and this might be the Asia Parallel. Really nice looking cards on a very expensive set. You know, you buy boxes of these and they can be like $1,000 or something like that. So that's 8 out of 49. So I got a little bit of a rainbow of those going on as well. And that's actually the variant. So cool card. Put that one there. And surprise, surprise, another Optic for the rainbow. And this is the red. Really clean card. And that's 37 out of 99. So I didn't really chase the Optic rainbow for a long time because they were really expensive. And then right before Christmas last year, there was a whole flood of them hitting the market at really, really low prices, like $15, $20 US. I was like, okay, don't have to ask me twice. So yeah, another one for the rainbow there. And here's another rookie ticket. Panini Contenders. And that one, that might be a double actually. Is that the same as the other one? Or this is the other one might be a variant. Let me double check. I think it's different. Oh no, I got doubles. Occasionally I do that. I lose track of the cards I actually have. So I got 2 of those. Might be willing to trade or sell one of those. I occasionally do that if it's like really, really cheap. I'll just jump on it, bring it back to Australia and try and sell it. And here's a really nice card. So this is a select courtside gold wave. This isn't a numbered one. If that was numbered, that would be like a $400 or $500 card. But yeah, courtsides back then were really rare. You know, you might get 1 or 2 per hobby box, where now you kind of get 2 or 3 per blaster or per hanger pack, right? So back then they were pretty rare, and the golds in the Asia, I think it was like 1 per hobby box, or 1 per Asia box. So to get that on a court side was actually hard to do. So yeah, that's one of my favorite parallels from selectors, the court sides. They're very clean looking cards. You might see a theme of those coming through. And here's a nice elite die cut, numbered 52 out of 97. And this is another card that I like. I find the elite cards very clean, but I like this pose where he's kind of doing like an OK. So it's very different to all those other rookie cards. Yeah, very clean card. So pretty happy with that. Haven't seen a hell of a lot of those come up. Now this one I already have 2 copies of. But I picked it up for cheap, so you know, why not? And these are great looking cards. Just the red and yellow. I think this is like an Asia parallel out of 99. But yeah, these obsidians look fantastic when they're like a flood. So that's a really cool card. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. I might be willing to do a trade. And another Donruss for the rainbow. And that one's 11 out of 49. And I think this is Donruss Choice. And kind of like the Choice parallel, Mojo parallel. So that's not too shabby there. Speaking of court sides. Yeah, nice silver. Now that really pops. That's a great looking card. So I think I have about 6 or 7 select court sides. A couple of numbered ones. But it's a lot harder to get hold of the non-numbered parallels than, say, all the other versions, you know, of the concourse and so forth. But that's a cool card, nice silver. They used to go for really big money before his prices dropped. So it'd be interesting to see what that's worth now, because it's not really a common card. Yeah, really good looking card there. And here's a nice card. Donruss yellow laser or gold laser, I'm not too sure which one, and this is Great Expectations. So this card in the base is pretty boring, but it really pops with that, with the laser parallel there. And like I said, I don't try and get too many inserts, but let's see where this one here, numbered 1 out of 25. So that's pretty cool. Really nice looking card. Look at that. Surprise, surprise, we have another select core side. And this is like the, what do you call that, like the blue silver? I forget the exact name of that. But I suppose that's a color match, so yeah. I think I got these for about maybe $10 each, so it's not too bad. Cool card. And here's some bigger cards here. And then we have a really nice crown. Here's to the throne. And that is numbered 9 out of 25. But that's a cool card. Nice patch too. There's like two different, oh, it's almost like a 4-color. Got a white, you got a blue, black, and a different blue. But yeah, that's a really nice card there. Haven't seen the 25s come up that often. Oh, and got another Stevie Adams. Steven Adams there. And this is his Hoops rookie auto in the base. So it's not, you know, a very valuable card. But I bid on about 6 or 7 of these before I finally got this. I just kept getting like sniped, just kept missing out on them by like $1 or $2. But I've got the blue and the red of these that are both numbered to 99. So yeah, look how young Steven Adams looks there. Baby-faced, short hair. I think he's even missing a tooth in that photo. Not surprised that he's missing a tooth, let's be honest. But yeah, cool little Steven Adams for the PC. And then we've got a Noir. Really like this card. Was chasing this for a while. But it was hard to get it at a decent price. But yeah, this is numbered out of 99. A rookie jumbo material. I've seen a gold one of this that looks really good. But that's a clean looking card. Really cool photo. Yeah, definitely underrated set. It's crazy how cheap these cards can go for, considering the price of the sets. Like, it's madness really, but I really do like that card. Okay, on to the next batch. Another Illusions. I told you I was collecting the rainbow, and that's the emerald green out of 75. But I actually think Illusions are underrated. I don't really like this green one so much, but they are clean cards for the price they're going for. Like, I think they look really nice. Only thing I don't really like is these sort of like squiggle designs at the top and the bottom. I think they'd be a lot cleaner without those. But I think overall, they're, you know, a pretty fun card. Oh, okay. Now this is the big boy card. Very big boy card. Yeah, this is one of my favorite pickups. So I grabbed this during his slump in prices. And yeah, theme here. Optic rookie card again. And this is the white sparkle. And I got this at the time for a stupidly low price. Like $64 US. And that's probably one of my biggest cards. Like, really awesome card. I don't know why they do the sparkle over the player. Like, it makes the player a little harder to see, like there. I think it would be nicer if it was just in the background, but a white sparkle is a white sparkle. I think I've only ever seen 1 or 2 other white sparkles come up on eBay. Yeah, so that's one of my prize cards right there. Really awesome card. Okay, next card's quite interesting. So this is a print and plate. I'll double check what set that one's for. So it's Spotlight Signatures from Noir. This is my first 101. Really weird card. It's even quite blurry, so they obviously have a technique when they do the print and plates. But yeah, that's my first official Josh Giddey 1 of 1. Nothing crazy, but I thought, hey, it's a 1 of 1. It was cheap. I think it was like $10 at the time. So yeah, got a Josh Giddey 1 of 1. But stay tuned, because there's going to be, not in this video, but in an upcoming video, a huge card on the way. And here's a really cool card. This is, I think, Panini. I think it's like next day signatures. And yeah, these aren't that common either. Really nice card, on card auto. And it's in the original Panini. It's got the original seal. Hasn't been broken. So that's pretty rare for how old this card is. It's like 12 years in the original top loader with the original Panini seal. So I don't think there's going to be many of those around. You know, it hasn't ever been taken out. So that's a really, really cool card. I've got lots of favourite Steven Adams autos, but yeah, that is definitely a nice one. Cool photo too. Okay, speaking of Steven Adams, got a National Treasures NBA Materials rookie out of 99. Nothing crazy, but National Treasures rookie card, can't complain. And I think, let's see, event worn material. I've never really understood what the difference is between event worn and game worn. Obviously game worn is game worn, right? But event worn, what's that? Like they wore it to training, they wore it to like a promotional event. And then there's player worn, where I think they just get them to put the shirt on and off and take the shirt on and off and call it player worn. But yeah, another nice Steven Adams. You know, you're never going to get an event worn anymore. Apart from, I think, like National Treasures, Flawless, and that sort of thing. So the next batch. So yeah, quite a lot of cards here. I think these would have been purchased over like a 6-month period. And then there's another Steven Adams for the PC. Let's pull that off. I'll put all these in brand new top loaders anyway. But yeah, that's a select rookie, like a purple pulsar. Very clean looking cards. These are actually one of the most popular sets from this era. Very, very popular, very clean. I like how simple the designs were back then, you know, with the borders, and they're not too busy. But yeah, this one here is numbered 64 out of 99. So that's a cool card for the PC. Chasing the autos on those as well in this purple. Looks really, really good. So yeah, decent amount of Steven Adams pickups. And here's a nice Josh Giddey Spectra. And this one is numbered 41 out of 49. That's not the variant, that's just the standard one. But yeah, another quite nice card. I think I have another one to bring back from the USA. So that will end up being a double. And this is a draft prism. I don't normally buy draft cards. I'm not a fan of them, you know, without the NBA logos and so forth. It's quite interesting if you've seen the new, the actual prism rookies from this year. They use the same photo. So this is the original photo. I think that's from playing in the NBL in Australia. And they just photoshopped the OKC shirt on top of that. It's like really bizarre because, yeah, it's a lot baggier, this sort of style outfit, or different, you know, than the current ones. But yeah, that's where they got the prism photo. I think it was during COVID and everything like that, and they photoshopped a lot of things. They couldn't readily get, you know, photo shoots and stuff done in time for some of the sets. But yeah, that's out of 50, 49 out of 50. And I think that's like a fast break type parallel bubbles or something, I don't know. But yeah, not a bad card. Okay, and the last batch. So I don't think there's many cards here. No, just 2 cards in this one. And this is Select Rookie, Josh Giddey. That's the Premier level. And that's 38 out of 49. So I think that's like a fast break red parallel. So that's not too bad. Again, I got these really, really cheap during this period. Where, for example, I think I might have got this for $8 US. Where you're looking at for a 49 now, you're looking on eBay, they're like 40, 50 US. So that's just a frame of reference. Really, really timed it well with these purchases. I wasn't buying them saying, hey, this is an investment or anything like that. I just like collecting, and I believe in the player, despite everything that went on at the time. And yeah, this is the last card, and a nice one. Select Draft Selections patch. And that one there is 67 out of 99. So yeah, you can see I mainly try to focus on numbered cards for Josh Giddey for his rookie year now. And yeah, there you have it. It's big piles. Some nice pickups there. Pretty stoked on some, it's getting harder and harder to get hold of Steven Adams for the PC. So when I get hold of any cards that I don't have, I'm pretty stoked. So that's another 6 for the PC. And then big pile of Josh Giddeys. Mostly numbered. Beautiful white sparkle. Nice, here's to the Frona 25. Whoops. Court sides, numbered 25, another court side. Obsidian. Elite court side. So yeah, pretty happy with these. Putting some rainbows together. $25. So yeah. And the big boy card. Really happy on this one. Not for sale, not for trade. But if you made it this far, it's been a bit of a long-winded video, but I just want to take my time, enjoy my cards. That's what the hobby's all about. I really enjoy watching, people like Big J Basketball, where they show all their PCs. They might not be players that I'm that into. Like, I think it's Denny. He's really into Denny, but I just enjoy, the passion of other collectors and seeing their chase. And, for me, it's not about money value all the time. It's just about the passion and the chase and, enjoying the hobby. I think that's what the hobby's all about. A lot of people lose sight on that when they just focus on monetary value and getting the next biggest hit and, spending thousands of dollars on breaks and so forth. Like, for me, I just, Josh Giddey's pretty big now, back in the limelight. But, there was a 1.5 year period where people wouldn't touch his cards, and that's when I stocked up, just because I believed in the player and, who he is as a person, and the same with Steven Adams. For me, what I like about both of these players is they're both team first players. They don't have big egos. They're very humble guys. They do what's best for the team, make the people around them better, and both got pretty good personalities for, different reasons. So yeah, that's my PC. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned, because there's going to be one huge mail day of one card coming in, maybe in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.